What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of Y&R. Listen, I'm not mad at Billy for trying to get the goods on Tara Locke. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? My thing about Billy is he just seems like he's rogue. Like, he does not like to consult Lily pretty much about anything until it's really time to consult her. Like, he doesn't tell Lily shit about nothing that he's doing until he's ready to tell her. And to me, that's not how a partnership works. Like, and usually you have reporters for this kind of thing. Like, co-CEOs don't usually run their own stories with a media company. That's what they pay people for. But I mean, I guess Billy likes to be hands-on or whatever. But he's sitting there talking about he told Lily, "Oh, this is personal for me." Every damn story he tells is personal for him because most of the stories that he tells are about the Newmans. So for once, he's doing a story that is, it kind of involves the Newmans, but it doesn't. But I'm glad that he's focusing in on Tara Locke, though. I am so happy about that because I don't trust that witch. Like, she's definitely lying about everything. I don't even believe Harrison is even really Kyle's son. I'm starting to not believe that. Like, she's calculating, she's manipulative. Like, I'm glad Billy's focusing in on her. And I'm glad he went to Phyllis to help him do that. You know what I mean? Like, Phyllis was letting his ass know. She was like, listen, I've been up for 24 hours. I just got back from Italy visiting Summer. Like, just let him know, like, I ain't in the mood for your shenanigans. What you want? Billy gonna sit there, how well do you know Tara Locke? Billy, why would you ask her what she know about Tara Locke? How would Phyllis know anything about Tara Locke? She barely interacts with that woman. Like, she doesn't know her like that, so why would you go to Phyllis of all people to ask what she know? She don't know much. Probably just basically the basics of what Summer told her is pretty much what she know. But Phyllis, she put two and two together. Like, once Billy told her that he saw Sally and Tara talking, it didn't take long for Phyllis to put two and two together. She was like, that's why Summer left. So she's convinced now that Sally and Tara joined forces to get rid of Summer. So now she knows. Now she wants to know everything else. Like, she wants to know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was she's figuring things out. Like, what was the goal of all this? So her and Billy are teaming up, and she went to go see Tara because Billy wants to know, like, what makes her tick? What is she hiding? And the best person to help him figure that out is Phyllis, because we all know how nosy Phyllis is. So, of course, Phyllis went to go see Tara. She played nice with her, buttered her up, laid on the compliments all thick and stuff like that, talking about how Summer wasn't ready to be a stepmother, and the job in Italy, she thinks is a good thing for Summer, and how Summer's gonna like Italy. Um, and Tara took the bait. Tara fell right into that trap. And she was basically telling Phyllis how now her and Kyle are family now. I said, you were saying Tira's so dumb. I said, you fell right into that hole. You said everything Phyllis wanted to hear. This is what she wanted. She set the trap. You fell for it because she wanted to know what was your goal. Your goal now is being more clear. You wanted Summer out the way so you can get with Kyle and have this little family or whatever. That's exactly what it was. So now Phyllis got the goods on your ass. But Phyllis is going to need more information. She's going to want to know most likely Sally's part in all of this. But it's pretty obvious what Sally's role in all this was. Sally wanted Summer's position. Everybody knew that. Sally made it clear what she wanted from get-go. She made it clear that she wanted the president position at JVC. So it's not going to take long to figure out why the two of them partnered up. One, Tara, she wanted Kyle. Sally wanted Summer's job. So, of course, it made sense for them to partner up to get that goal. You know what I'm saying? Because they both got something out of it from Summer. From Summer leaving, they both got what they wanted. So, I'm glad Phyllis is on this now. You know what I mean? Because Tara is pretty much a conniving little witch. And even Ashlyn warned Kyle and Summer about that before. That she's not who they think she is. She's not what she seems. You know what I'm saying? And Phyllis and Billy felt like she was too damn nice. I agree with Billy and Phyllis. I don't trust nice people. Like, listen, I like nice people. Don't get me wrong. But it's the whole too nice. Like, you're overly nice. That tells me that you're hiding something. Because why are you so nice? Like, overly. There's a difference between being nice and being too nice. When you're too nice and bubbly all the time, no, 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 no. What you hiding? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you hiding? Because I'm nice, but I'm not overly nice to people. Like, I'm not like all too nice. Like, oh, let me get you this. How are you? Oh, you look great. Yeah, no, no, no. And then to do that shit all day, every day. No, 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 no. What you up to? What you up to? Because I'd be suspicious of my own damn self if I started doing that, being all overly nice to people. That means I want something. Because you know how people do when you know when somebody wants something because they're too nice. Like, you're overly. And it's like, I'm glad Phyllis and Billy are on this. Um, and they're hot on her heels. Amanda, I don't understand why Amanda felt the need to tell Lily, "Oh, I was gonna ask Billy to do this favor for me, but he was looking like he had an intense conversation with Phyllis." I said, "Why would you tell Lily that? You did not have to do that, Amanda." Now I feel like you was being messy because you ain't had to tell her that. Because as soon as she told her that, Lily did not look impressed. She was annoyed that he was having conversations with Phyllis. And of course, Lily confronted Billy about that, like, "Oh, why was you with Phyllis?" So he told her, he was like, "Well, shit, we trying to, get the goods on Tierra Lock." And of course, Phyllis texted him wanting to see him about her, to tell him about her conversation with Tara. And he asked Lily if she wanted to come, but Lily was like, "No, I'm good. You go ahead." Lily, every time Billy leaves or they dealing with something, she always look troubled. She's always looking troubled. I just feel like this partnership was a good idea in the beginning, but now not so much because they're mixing relationships with business. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in a relationship with somebody that you work with, nothing good can really come of that because it's gonna get messy in the long run. And I feel like that's where Lily and Billy they're heading towards that. They're heading towards that messiness, and I'm not liking it. You know what I mean? I feel like Lily needs to get out of this relationship. And the reason I say that, and I've been saying that from day one, because she's been through hell and back with Kane. It's like, I know relationships are complicated, but damn, it's like, can we just have some peace? Like all of this business pleasure and then it gets mixed in, it's messy. I'm here for the messy though. Don't get me wrong, that's what make good drama, the mess. But it's like, Lily, do yourself a favor, haul ass from this. Like, get away from this. Um, so anyway, moving on from that. Who thought it would be a good idea to bring crazy ass Ben Rayburn back to the show? Let me tell you something. Who thought it would be good to bring Stitch back? Cause Stitch is just unhinged. Like something telling me that man got a screw loose. Now he's sitting there talking about there's a position opening up at the hospital because that's the whole reason he came back to town. His old boss was retiring. So now the hospital is thinking about giving him that position. And Sharon guessed it. She was like, "So you're hesitant about coming back because of Abby?" First of all, why are you even still thinking about Abby? Y'all been divorced for 5 years now. Why is she still crossing your mind? Something tell me he got something to do with Mariah being missing. Now you're popping up. Because remember, the last time we saw Mariah, she was in the living room at the Chancellor Mansion. And then after that, she went on this alleged business trip that nobody knew nothing about. Not even her boss knew. Jack had no idea about this business trip. And that's what's baffling. I'm like, why are y'all not seeing that something's going on? Something is wrong. Abby and Tessa keep thinking that, oh, it's because we were watching her too much. Like, no, they think that because they were crowding her or whatever. No. Have you ever known Mariah to just go AWOL without telling y'all where she's going? And not even talking to her on the phone? I would be suspicious of all the text messages and all that. No, 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 no. Talk to me on the phone. I want to hear your voice. I don't want these texts. You know what I'm saying? That's what would make me suspicious. One, she went on a supposed business trip that the CEO of the company did not know anything about. How could she be on a business trip that Jack knows nothing about? Kyle knows nothing about. They're the bosses. They're the CEOs. If she was on a business trip, it's because they sent her on a business trip. But they know nothing of it. They don't know hotel accommodations. On a business trip, the company would pay for all your travel and expenses. So that means Jack and them would know about this. They had no clue. Nothing. So then Tessa texting her constantly and stuff, and she texted back saying that her business was over, but she was gonna stay away for a couple of more days or whatever, and they still don't know where she's at or where she's going. I'm like, yeah, I would be calling 911, even though she's an adult and she's allegedly in communication. I wouldn't trust that because something is fishy about that. I would be definitely worried. And Sharon started to look mildly worried. At first, she wasn't worried or whatever. She was thinking that maybe Mariah just needed to be by herself and whatnot. But I think she's starting to get more worried now. Because even though they're getting texts back from her, it's none of these texts are making sense. You know? I mean, I'm glad Devon was there for Abby and whatnot, but I hate that Abby and Tessa are going after each other, basically trying to accuse each other of running Mariah off when that's not the case. I'm like, no, something is seriously wrong. And then you got Ben popping up at the mansion talking about, oh, I heard about Mariah. If there's anything I can do to help, boy, you the one that need the help, fool. That man is crazy. He just as nutty as his son. I'm telling you, like something in the milk ain't clean with Ben. I think he snapped. I really do. I think he wants Abby back or whatever because he made it crystal clear when he was talking to Victor and Nikki. He made that facial expression, all that he didn't think Chance was a good fit for Abby, and clearly he wants her back. Like the man is nuts, and he probably think that the baby Mariah's carrying for Abby and Chance is the baby him and Abby should have had. That's probably what he thinking with his little nutty self. I'm like, yeah, y'all need to figure this out. Like, y'all need to get on to him because that man is stone cold nuts. He's crazy. Um, I really am pissed off that the writers did that. That they wrote Chance out. Like, what was the whole point of him marrying Abby if y'all were just gonna get rid of him? Like, what was the point? Y'all could have just canceled that whole wedding and saved us all this foolishness. Like, I'm just saying. Saved us all these months of unnecessariness. I just really wish that they would just bring somebody good on for Abby. You know, I feel like Abby, she's like one of my favorite characters so far. Like, and the reason I say one of my favorites is because Abby is about her business. Like, she took that money that she won in the lawsuit from Victor, and she made something of herself. You know what I'm saying? Invested in businesses and stuff. Got a restaurant, had a hotel. You know what I'm saying? Like, the girl is smart when it comes to that money and that business. You know what I mean? Like, she did something with that money, and I ain't mad at her. You know what I'm saying? She's still rich as shit. And she stays out of the drama between the Newmans, the Abbotts. Like, Abby has been in her own little world, and I respect it because I would be the same way. Like, I don't want to do nothing to do with that Newman drama, so I ain't mad at her. So anyway, moving on from that, Amanda was pretty much, still focused on this Sutton case or whatever because she's working on trying to get her mother released and get Sutton put in prison. So of course she went to Lily because she already tried to get dirt on Sutton, and that fool done scrubbed his entire profile off the internet. Like, you can't find out nothing about his personal life on the internet. Nothing about nothing. He had it all scrubbed. Um, so of course he went. So of course Amanda went to ChanceCom to try to get Lily to help her get some type of ammunition on him to help get her mother out of prison and stuff. I mean, I like that she's going up against, Sutton and all that, and now she's probably gonna need Victor help in getting him, setting a trap for him. My thing is, I can't wait for this to be over because I want to see Devon and Amanda have more relationship time. Every time they're together and they interact, it's more about this case. It's more about Sutton and her family, and I just want to see some romance between the two of them. I don't want them to keep just constantly always talking about this damn Sutton case. I want to see some romance, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I like Amanda and Devon together, and I want to see them have some, some sexy time. Like, shit, you can't just be business and cases all day every day. Have some type of alone time. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, I'm glad that Faith and Moses sat down and talked over some good lemonade, because lemonade is just good for the soul, especially during this heat. Especially with a lot of ice. I stay with ice in my drink. I ain't gonna tell you how many times a day I fill up my ice trays. Like, it's insane. But I'm like an ice junkie. But I'm glad they had that conversation though. They sat down and Faith just was like, yeah, I'd rather just take it slow. At their age, I think that's a good thing. Don't move too fast too soon. You know what I mean? Like, take it slow. Be good friends, enjoy each other's company, and as you get older, let it blossom into something. Don't rush a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, be friends first. I feel like that's the killer of a lot of relationships, that people are just not friends first before becoming partners. You know what I'm saying? Like, they become boyfriend, girlfriend first without actually taking that time to be friends, laugh, giggle, get to know each other, because relationships are just complicated. So I think you need to just be friends. Y'all young, you know what I mean? Like, y'all teenagers and whatnot. Take it slow, Don't rush nothing. Take it very, very slow. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what y'all thought, and I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.